Okay, so today we are going to do a setup tour because ever since I bought this monitor, everyone wanted to know what monitor I'm currently using, microphones, webcams, whatever it is. I'll show you the room. I will just not show you my bed because that's where all the stuff is. So let's dig into the setup tour and let me show you how I trade every single day. Okay, so this is what the setup looks like. This is actually not how it always looks like, of course, because one of the things that I have here just for the video is I have an LED right there, which I can put the name of those LEDs in the description. The LED right there is mostly for YouTube. The same thing with this. This is not something that I normally have in my desk, but it always looks good on videos. And so personally, I love those LEDs because it just makes the videos look so good. I have the AirPod Maxes right there. In terms of AirPod Max, to be very honest, I don't think that the AirPods Max are worth the price. And so if you are looking to buy noise cancelling headphones, I would buy the Sony XM Mark IV. Those would be the ones that I would purchase. Those were the ones that I had before, and they definitely were always really good. Now, we'll go onto the monitor really soon, but since that is the main thing that people want to know, let's look at the rest of the things. We have an Apple keyboard right here. I never wanted mechanical keyboard. I just think the click is a little bit too much. We have a Logitech MX3 right here, and this is a Mont Blanc pen. Now, there is a very interesting story behind Mont Blanc pens in general. Like, I would never think about spending 400 euros on a pen, but once I joined my first community, the mentor always had a Mont Blanc pen and he talked very nicely about them. And so to me, Mont Blanc pen would be the first mark of my success. And so once I was able to invest into a pen, not really invest, just buy, because it's a straight up purchase, I decided to do as a reward to myself of, well, rewarding myself for the work that I've been putting in. And so that's why I really like this Mont Blanc pen, and I really like to have it always here. Now, the computer is a Mac Mini. This is a really powerful computer. There's no need to go for anything else. This computer cost me 1,200. It has 16 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage. And let me tell you, it really is more than enough for whatever you need. In terms for trading, I would recommend you going for this version because it's not very expensive and you can literally do everything there. My editor has this computer, I have this computer, I have basically done everything always on this computer. So not only from editing when I was doing the editing myself, and also trading, so everything was always run on this computer. That trade is currently going for it. I like it. So the webcam is an Insta. Just took a quick partial right there because one of my alerts got triggered, so that is what I did. Just took a little bit of partials. Now the rest goes to full TP. But either way, going back into the camera, this is an Insta360. This is a really good camera, but once again, it's one of those that I don't really think it's worth the money for most people. Like, to me, this was a business expense, so again, it's more fine, so to say. But this basically tracks you around. It's 4K, so all of the things that I wanted to provide you with good streams, or if I'm making a video where I'm recording the screen and myself, then I want to have a good quality camera to back it up. So that's what this camera is for. This camera was around 370 euros. And yeah, as said, I think there are better alternatives out there in the market if you are looking for a webcam, but this is the one that I personally went for. Now, if you've watched the channel for some time, then you know what this microphone is. Was one of the first investments that I made onto this channel. It was this microphone, and it was a big investment back then where I did put like 200 euros into this mic, and it's been with me ever since, and it's been really good. It's always treated me very well. This is a Blue microphone stand, and again, it's the same thing. You pay really good premium for both these things, but I do think it's very worth it. One of the things that I've noticed, and every time that I was being cheap, things would never be the quality that I really wanted them to be. And so every single time that I decided that I wanted to put a little bit more in to have a premium product, this is when I always had the quality that I wanted. And so sometimes it's really worth it for you to put a little bit more money in and actually get a product that you're not going to need another one in the future. Now, this chair, a lot of people ask me about this chair, but this chair is actually a cheap version of a gaming chair, really. I don't know if this is the comfort that you would all be going for, but this is a chair that was gifted to me by my parents. It costs like 130 or 150 euros. It's really good. Like, I've had it for a really long time and it never gave me issues. Overall, it's a comfortable chair, and yeah, that's where I stick around. I personally wanted to buy a Herman Miller, but I'm still out here being uncomfortable paying like 1,000 euros for a chair. And I understand it's very important because us as traders, we are basically sitting the whole time. But I don't know, like, I still have a very cheap mentality when it comes to those types of things. So that's something that I always keep in mind. So yeah, 200 euro chair. This is my alarm clock. I actually really like the alarm clock because it basically wakes you up slowly and the light becomes more and more intense as it is approaching the time to wake you up. So I personally really like that. The camera that I'm using is a Sony a7 IV now. It's a really ridiculous investment. If you guys want to shoot any content, then I would recommend a smaller camera like a Sony a7 III. It's more than enough. I actually only wanted this one because you can do this, and I really wanted that. The microphone is a Rode VideoMic Pro, not the Plus. And the lens is actually what makes this camera look so good. It's a G Master 24mm 1.4. This is a very expensive lens, but it definitely was worth the money. If you guys want to start recording content, then what I would kind of recommend is a Sony a6600 or 6500, something like that. You can get that for cheaper. Or if you are on a more spendy budget, then the Sony a7 III with this lens is what I used for a long time. So let's get into the big boy of what you are all waiting for. So let's go onto the screen. So this is the monitor. This is a 49-inch ultra-wide monitor. It's not very curved because one of the things that you will see, I can show you too, is that there's two variations to this monitor, and I wanted the one that is not as curved because I don't want this big like giant thing coming over me. So I really just wanted a nice wide monitor that was able to give me two good screens without the bezel in the middle. And it's also an investment for the channel because, once again, for example, this thumbnail was shot and is so clickable because of the monitor. So it's also an investment right here. You guys know that I was with two monitors for a long time, and it was good, but I wanted something bigger, something that was able to let me do, for example, this, where I'm like, here, okay, boom, now it's here, now boom, it's there, now it's there. Like, all these things is something that I always wanted to be able to do. The same thing with quarters, where I can put middle, boom, boom, like I can do all this. And I always really liked the fact that one whole monitor can give me so much screen real estate. So that was the big goal for me. And so this was the monitor that I went for. If you guys want to know which one it is, this is the monitor. I basically paid 1,000 euros for it. It was 999 euros. And listen, this is something that I love to see, where it's always a little bit more expensive than what I paid for. Having deals has always been a big thing for me. I don't like when I buy something and then like 1 week later it's much cheaper. Of course, no one likes it, but like my ego is so attached to those type of things. It's genuinely ridiculous. That's the monitor. I'm really happy with it. At first, it was kind of giving me some neck pain actually looking from this side to this side, and that's why I think that the most curved one is what they're trying to combat. But personally, I like to have like almost more control of what is happening over here. And so in terms of trading stuff, that's really it. You don't need a lot, and it's not that I'm saying that this is not a lot. For a long time, I traded just from a small computer and just a 24-inch monitor. You definitely don't need a lot if you are looking to start trading, and this is definitely overkill if you're doing trading. Now, just last but not least, I basically have two plants right here. I don't know, I bought this plant first and then I really liked it, and so I bought this one, and then I bought this one right here, which I can't show anymore because there's a lot of trash right there. This is my shelf of books. Two lamps right here, which also makes it better for, well, YouTube in general. Light is so important for the videos. And yeah, this is basically it. This is basically a room tour in general. I think that the things you are going to want to know the most is this. Also the mic. If you're looking to do any type of content, I do think that the mic is very, very worth it. And then all the rest, it's the simple stuff. I don't like mechanical keyboards, and the mouse is also something that is very standard. Obviously overkill, but now you know the story behind the Mont Blanc pen. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is something that was requested for some time. Yeah, let me know if you want to see anything else, and I'll leave the name of the things also in the description. They probably won't be affiliate links, but either way, they're going to be in the description if you guys want to know more in detail. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next week. Bye.